Hello all, welcome back to the English class. In the previous module, we learned how Douglas was tossed into the pool by a big bruiser boy who was almost 18 years old and how hard he was trying to come out of the 9 feet deep pool. So he was completely in the grip of terror and his whole body started to weaken. So the beating of his heart was heard, and it was the only thing or the proof that indicated that he was still alive. So he could not make any noise, and his whole body went stiff. He was almost like a person who was paralyzed. So beating of his heart indicated that he was still alive. So let us continue and see what happens to Douglas. So towards the second part, you can see a quite remarkable thing in the case of Douglas, which is his ability to think logically even during a terrific situation like this. Here, when he is drowning, he makes his second attempt to jump upwards. So he had already made an attempt to come upwards like a cork. He is searching for ropes, ladders, or water wings, but he found nothing. He was not able to find anything other than water around him. So, as we move on, we can see that he tries for the third time to escape, but that too failed. He tried to breathe, but only water got into his mouth. So he tried for almost 3 times with all his power. He tried to move upwards like a cork to reach the surface of the pool, and he wanted to escape very badly. So he was drowning. But with all his efforts failed, he was finally submitting himself to death. He explains that this condition is quite calm and peaceful because he was now too weak to make any more efforts. So Douglas slowly became unconscious. He thinks that he is dead. But for God's sake, Douglas gained consciousness very soon because somebody took him out of the pool. So the bruiser boy was being scolded, and Douglas vomited as he was laid near the pool. So he was really afraid and he was completely weak now. So, what was the impact even after his safe recovery? He was weak and trembling. That night he was still in the hangover and he could not eat well and he was unable to sleep. So, this haunting fear of drowning to death remained in his heart for days. So, in the next module, we shall find out how and when Douglas overcame his fear. Thank you, children.